The following match is a 8-man Money in the Bank ladder match, which has Drew McIntyre versus Ricochet versus Sami Zayn versus Baron Corbin versus Ali versus Finn Balor versus Andrade versus Randy Orton.
So right off the top, looking at this match in particular, I noticed that all of the competitors, except for Randy Orton, are mostly like fresh, young, hungry talents who we haven't really seen get an opportunity, which is like really exciting and very cool for me. Baron Corbin to a lesser extent here since he's a former winner, but he's really grown into his own now.
Yeah.
And if this is the Baron Corbin that won Money in the Bank, I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, wrestling Twitter would hate it, but I'd love it. And normally when we talk about matches and building stuff and things like that, you always try to make the face heel ratio equal. And this match does not have that.
No.
There is no equality of faces versus heels here. There is Ricochet, Ali, and Finn Balor are the faces, and the other 5 are heel. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they lay this out and who's fighting who and what spots go down and everything like that. Because there's incredible athletes in this match and some phenomenal wrestlers.
Yeah, dude, going back, like, everyone could go. We're going to keep saying that. Like, this WWE has one of the most talented rosters in the world. Everyone could tell a good story.
I really hope that they utilize this match to showcase what these guys are capable of.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I really want this to be like a coming out party for all of them that we're not sure of yet. Like I want Ricochet and Ali and Andrade to shine so huge in this match, which is going to be easy because they're all fantastic wrestlers, the 8 of them. But story-wise, leading up to this match, it has been so convoluted and strange. Sami Zayn just won his way into the match, replacing Braun Strowman, because the Raw heels teamed up against Braun on Raw to help Sami win, because the mid-card World Order is running wild, brother.
For at least 3 months.
I thought it was cool that the heels teamed up to keep Braun out of the match, because obviously he is, his own handicap. Like he is the monster among men. I'm very pleased that he is no longer in this match, but that does not mean that he won't show up and try to exact some sort of revenge on the heels of Raw.
Well, I think that he's going to throw Sami Zayn in a dumpster again.
But I do think if Braun shows up, he's going to take out Drew McIntyre and Baron Corbin and Sami Zayn, which gets to my pick from Raw, which is Ricochet, because of that reason. So if somebody from Raw is going to win, I say it's going to be Ricochet. Yes, it's too soon, but that's what the Money in the Bank is all about.
I think Ricochet and Ali are only in this match because they're flippy guys.
So who's your pick from Raw?
I think McIntyre would be my pick.
Yeah,
Raw.
I mean,
McIntyre has my highest chance of winning in this match.
Yeah, that's smart money, so that's good. My SmackDown pick is Andrade.
Okay, I have Andrade as well, but I could also see Ali winning it, and I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
But I think McIntyre and Andrade have the highest chance of winning out of the 8.
So for Andrade, it still might be too soon for some people, but this is how they've built every good heel for the last decade, is giving them the briefcase and letting him go make himself. So Andrade getting that briefcase, I think, would be a huge boon for his character, And then we'd really see what he's capable of story-wise with it because of the drama that the briefcase creates.
Yeah. And I just hope that they would actually build the winner instead of having them lose every match.
Right.
And just consider them safe because they can cash in. Because we talked about this in last year's Money in the Bank episode, and it's not good. It's not good that they do this.
But I say give Andrade the briefcase and let him go out there and prove himself with it, you know.
Yeah.
And it makes sense because Kofi's got the title and Kofi's a face, obviously, so it would help. Andrade versus Kofi is like a really cool match. So
at least the wild card rule kind of seems like it'll make the contract available on both shows.
Yes,
which I think is
absolutely
cool.
Yeah,
it makes it a bit less predictable for the cash in.
Yeah, and I think that the wild card rule is no good, and I think certain people should just have passes to be on both shows, given what they are. Like Becky has both titles, so that makes sense. The women's tag team champions should be on both shows because it's not two sets of women's tag team champions.
Yeah.
And the briefcase winner, because that would just make sense. He could cash in on either show. But speaking of either show, could Money in the Bank be the first time in forever that Bray Wyatt shows face in the flesh?
I think it's entirely possible. However, I don't think it's the right time. The more that I think about it, the less I want to see him show up and like interfere physically.
Yeah, my original idea was the way that Shane worded the rules of the Money in the Bank match made it seem as though anyone can grab the briefcase and win it. So I was like, the lights are going to cut out. We're going to get that thing pop up. Bray Wyatt's going to be on the top of the ladder. Everybody's going to be knocked out, and he's just going to unhook the briefcase and take it. I'm less on that train now, but I still think it's a possibility.
I don't think it's a possibility at all.
Because imagine the Firefly Funhouse after that, where he's got this briefcase and he's explaining it to those three characters in that room. Look what I went and got, you guys. And the little children cheer. You know what I mean? Like, it'd just be so weird.
But I think, hearkening back
I'm going to be a champion now. Am I your champion?
But I don't think this version of Bray Wyatt needs...
No, he doesn't. He absolutely doesn't.